All right, guys, this is Donnie,
And Sandra.
and we are at 164, Site 164 at Green Mountain RV Resort, which is a Thousand Trails
Mhm.
um, campground.
Mhm.
And this is the look out the dinette, and on the other side, this is what we're seeing out the other side. And so we have a deck. First time we ever had a deck that's right beside of the motorhome. And so we've had one behind the motorhome before at Mountain Stream. And that's near Marion, North Carolina. And so, but this one here, we are in Lenoir, North Carolina.
Yep.
And in Caldwell County. And so Sandra and I are attempting to stay at all 100 counties.
This is number 43.
The 43rd county. And we're trying to stay at all 100 counties in North Carolina at least one night in the motorhome. And so we've done everything from boondock to hip camp to harvest host to your traditional campgrounds. And so it's been definitely
getting up with people and finding out that they have private property we could stay at. So
yeah,
it's a little bit of everything.
It's been quite an adventure. Yeah. So the last one we were at, we couldn't, in Alexander County, we couldn't find a place to stay at. And so we got on the Carolinas, camping in the Carolinas, and put the word out, and we had somebody with private property that allowed us to stay one night on their property. And so that was absolutely a really good place to park. And but other than that, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the campground right here, and you're going to see pictures and videos overlaying while I'm talking. And so you're not going to be just looking at this map here this entire time. But this right here is the campground, and it's really, really big.
It's really
big. Really big. And so, what, in a nutshell, guys,
this is probably the largest campground we've ever stayed at, I would say.
What you're going to do is you're going to come in. This is the entrance, and you check in there. And I will say this: they have spikes, built into the pavement. And you're only going to come in the entrance. You're not going to try to sneak in the exit and go around it and come on this park. They know who comes in and who goes out of this place. And so the spike strips are up. And I guess from what I understand, when you leave, you can roll over them the opposite way. But if you was to try to sneak in, the spikes are going to get you tires. And so, but other than that, I normally don't like overhanging limbs over the camper. I'm not the only one, because I heard a gentleman come in. He was concerned about trees overhanging, and he had an incident with one of them. And but I do know that if you look at the map here, way over here on this section here, which would be the 700s, they said it's just a great big gravel area. That's all it is, a great big gravel area. So just remember that. But this, again, you have to be a member, I guess, of Thousand Trails, I guess, to get all the other benefits that they got. You can stay on this, even though you don't have a membership. Mm-hmm. The only thing is you can't reserve your spot. No. You have to, it's a first come, first serve, and you get whatever's available.
They actually assign it to you.
Yeah, really that's what I'm saying. You get what's available. Mm-hmm. And so now we did ask them if they had an area that didn't have trees, and they did have some open areas down here, but we decided to go ahead and stick with where they originally assigned us at, which again is 164. And it's a pull in. It's not a back in or a pull through. It's a pull in. So we're going to have to back out to leave. And but other than that, guys, I will say this: even though we're not big fans of the membership stuff, this is a really nice campground. Mm-hmm. They appear to be extremely organized. They give you this envelope here with all your goodies in it. And it's got all the rules and stuff like that. But we're going to go through some of the things that we've learned about this place, and for your knowledge. And but first What was it $55 a night?
It's $55 a night.
Okay.
And I looked online. 1,000 Trails membership, if anyone is interested, right now is $570 for the year.
Yeah, and you know, guys, even though we're not fans of the membership stuff, it depends on the type of camping. I will say this: if you're paying that much a year, you're going to save money by staying in. If you're staying in campgrounds quite often,
and if you find places that you really like to stay, like this place, if you really like staying here or whatever, we've been to 1,000 Trails before that we did not care for the stay.
Yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, if you find a couple of them that you really like, a couple of different spots, then it would be beneficial to get the membership.
Yeah. But first of all, let's go over the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi, if you look here on the paper, this is the first place I've ever seen that charges you for Wi-Fi. And so most places that you go to, their Wi-Fi is not that great anyway, and so it's not that big a deal to us. But this place here, they charge you $8 a day, or $40 a week, or $60 a month. And so far, now what we did is we decided to pay for only 1 day of Wi-Fi, mainly because we have absolutely no cell phone signal, none whatsoever. And Sandra's able to make calls through the Wi-Fi, and so we just wanted to check on the house, and you know, we've got things coming up, and she had to make some phone calls, so we went ahead and got the Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi is a pretty good, strong signal.
It is.
And but the site that we're in is a full hookup. It's actually full hookup, water, electric, and sewer. And the water pressure seems to be pretty darn good. They do have a couple bathhouses on the shower houses on the site. The one by the office is not that great. It's clean enough. It's a doable thing, but it's dated.
I believe she said it was built in the 50s.
Yeah. So this campground has been around.
Yeah, 70 years.
Has been around for at least 70 years, if our memory serves us correctly. I'm pretty sure it was 70. Then where we're at, there's a newer kind of a community building.
It's a clubhouse.
And they have a laundromat, and the laundromat, I think it's like $2 for drying.
$2 for washing, depending on the soil level, and $2 for drying. And
it depends on the size of your load. The bigger the load, they do charge you a little bit more. But you can pay there's an app that you can pay, or you can pay with quarters. And so it's one of those things. We're seeing more and more of them going to an electronic style. But other than that, there are trails out here for anybody that likes to do trails. If you notice this little map here, there's 7 miles of trails. And so there's a waterfall over here. We're hoping to be able to get to see that today. If we have, I will overlay that video over what I'm saying right now, and you'll be able to see that. But this map here is done very well. All the black dots are points of interest, and they're all colored different with the different lengths, however long it is. Very well done.
And if it's strenuous or easy, or
yeah. But they so this is one thing we're planning on doing. I would like to check out that waterfall there. Other than that, we are planning on doing this little forest here called the Brumblewood Forest. It's a scavenger hunt.
They call it the fairy trail.
Yeah, they give you little hints of things to look for, and you kind of check them off as you go. And then there's little points of interest here, kind of a map. And so I'm not really sure how long that is. But we are going to take that. I'm sitting here looking at the.
It's not on here.
It's not on here.
Yeah, she said that she put it on where it says FT.
Yeah,
that's where the fairy trail is.
Okay, where at?
Right here.
Okay, so if you guys look at 164, that's where we're at. We're just gonna
go to the top.
Either way, come over here, and then that trail. It can't be too long because you got the campground up here, so it's got to be somewhat short. But anyway, it's real cool. Lots of things to see. They got it decorated up. Like a kind of little fairy forest. And but other than that, guys, I can't think of anything else. Can you?
During the summertime, they have a pool and a splash pad, it looks like.
Yeah.
And the catch and release fishing ponds.
Yeah.
There's two or three of those.
And she said that they are about an hour and a half from everything. So if you come out here and you plan on doing some things outside of the outside the campground here, they said it's a pretty good little drive. They're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere.
But, also, they have a small putt golf course. They have a tennis court. They have a playground for the kids. Yeah, so they have some things to do, and they have the clubhouse. And I'm assuming probably in the summertime, because there's a big open area where it looks like a little fellowship hall. I'm sure they probably have events and stuff probably in the summertime planned.
They're pretty organized. I'll say they're pretty organized. If I had the opportunity to come back again,
we definitely stay.
I'd come back here again. It's nice. It's nice, even though we see the it looks like they really try to take care of the sites that we're able to see. At least the decks that were showing some type of age on them, it looked like they were in the process or have already fixed a number of them. And so, but I can only imagine the undertaking on trying to keep up a place that is large as this is. And so
my only complaint is, and it's only because we did not bring an extra vehicle and we only have just the motorhome, is the dumpsters are all the way at the front.
Yeah.
And we have to walk all the way down this hill and come back up whenever we want to take our trash out. But that's not their fault. That's ours for not just having.
They do not have trash pickup. Sometimes places will tell you, we've been in a number of them, you put your trash either in the rear or the front of your unit, and then the guys that ride around on golf carts come around and pick up everybody's trash. And but this one here, there is no dumpsters except at the entrance. And so if you can see on the map here, we're way over here, and we got to walk all the way to the front where the entrance is to dump our trash. And so the dog poop stations, you can dump those at those. But other than that, if you just want to make sure you get your steps in, that you're going to get them if you don't bring a vehicle. And so no big deal, which is a little bit extra exercise. No big deal with that. Other than that, guys, that is going to be it. We hope you check them out. It's just definitely something to check out. It's a unique campground. And so even though we are not members of 1,000 trails, this one here seems to be a one to check out for sure. And so, not saying we won't in the future, but we want to be able to go where we want, and we don't want to feel obligated because we're making a payment once a year that we have to stay at the campground just to make sure we get our money's worth. And so it seems like it's a good deal, though.
I was going to say, technically, if you stay 10 nights, you've paid for your membership. So.
Yeah, it seems to be it seems to be a really good deal. And so, but other than that, guys, y'all take care. Happy travels.
And we're going to have a cup of coffee on the deck.
Yep, and be safe.
Bye-bye.